Gia. What's up, y'all?
What up, peeps? Yes, sir. Set the mood. Set the mood. Set the mood.
That vibe. Niecy's like, you need to rap on top of this.
There you go. I can't rap. I tried. It doesn't work.
I did years ago. I'm too old now.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Shoot.
Let's do it. Preppers.
Boom.
People of a preparedness mindset. PT, you got it. I just wanted to say that.
No, you with it, man. We got some stuff going down, y'all. We got some stuff going down.
All right, so look, PT.
I don't know if y'all heard.
PT, everybody still wants to know what all went down the other night with the internet. That's not why we're doing this.
Crickets.
Yeah.
And tell me this, man. Tell me this. Why is it that, YouTube can have, in the past, YouTube would have a problem. And everybody and their mama would be talking about it. You would see the news talk about, YouTube went down for 15 minutes. You would have Twitters going out like crazy, you know what I'm saying? On a daily basis, everybody would find out why and what happened and who got it. But now the whole internet goes down and not a simple word. Nobody's talking about nothing.
Absolutely.
Oh, it was just whatever. Crickets. What the it don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense.
Bro, people are still talking about that. Seriously, Down Detector, the website that shows the graphs of when everything spiked except for Gmail. People, if y'all didn't catch the first one, Gmail started tripping and bugging out way before everything else.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody thinks it was solar flares, right?
Yep.
And, that's the majority rule. Everybody thinks it was a solar storm. Well, then why the hell, like Monograph said, why the hell did they come out and say, we fixed the problem?
Yep.
Would y'all run up to the sun real quick and ask it to calm down? Hey, son, can you calm down real quick? You're messing with my internet, Joe. You're messing with my internet.
You too.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
How do you fix a solar storm? You don't fix that. So why did they say that?
Yep.
They slipped.
That's what happened. People of a preparedness mindset. Listen to me. Listen to your boy, just Josh. I'm just saying. I might not be. Just listen. We are in a transitional period. There will be multiple things that will not make sense. There will be a lot of situations, upcoming situations that will not make sense. It just, what is going on? Fam, that is why we need y'all in the comments. Look, me and PT can't do this alone. We need y'all. We need the comments. We need y'all going out and telling us what you're hearing. What's the word on the street? What do you think? And then we come back together and we all put it together. We're in a transitional period. We need y'all.
Yeah, and look how silent they went. I hate to keep bringing it up.
Yeah,
but really, people shouldn't even be sick of hearing it because it hasn't been talked about this whole gas thing.
Yeah,
what happened? Ain't nobody saying really what happened? What did we have to do? And what about the new stuff that happened 2 days ago when they said it was going to happen again? And is somebody still messing with it? Are these hackers, so-called hackers, still doing stuff to us? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, transitional period. I was watching a couple lives today and like buffering, that little circle when it's buffering all day long. I had to restart my computer and
let me tell you, and because after we end the live, sometimes when you end the live, if everybody on the panel don't hang up,
right,
you end up backstage.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got backstage, what happened, man?
Yeah.
My shit blanked out and I went away. Then and it was the night of the internet messing up. But let me tell y'all, it wasn't just the internet because then my phone went down. All the phones in the house completely went down for an hour. Holla at you.
It was an hour. Yeah. PT. All right, look, y'all. Look, guys. All right, so that whole debacle, that whole situation, that happened a day or two ago, right? We got some new information. Preppers, people of a preparedness mindset. Look, I
This
am
is a
so I
scary
can't
one.
see who all
This
is
is
here.
a scary one.
Look, I can't see who all is here, but let me just tell you, I am glad that you are here. Okay, it's the smoke thickens.
Thank you, Eddie.
Seriously,
You, bro.
all right. I don't know if you guys have heard. Okay, all right. A lot of my subs are like, it's gonna be a hot boy summer. It's gonna be a hot summer. It's gonna be a crazy summer, right?
Yeah.
There is a current situation. What up? If you haven't heard about it, you will more than likely hear about it pretty soon. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to make PT. Can I even say that? The GF? Can I even say that? The George. It is going to make the George Floyd incident look like kids play.
Yeah.
Preppers.
Yeah. And it's on mainstream media already.
MSM.
They're pumping it hard. You know who's pumping it hard is CNN. CNN's going bonkers with it, and they're going to continue to push it. And we're talking about a story from back in 2019, but it's about to erupt the streets. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
It will. I feel that it will. Look, the video that is out, this is 2019. The video that is out is absolutely heartbreaking. You know what that means. Look.
Yep.
When we watch George Floyd, look, I know, guys. I know. After watching the video, like, you know, repeatedly, day after day after day after day, with the guy, a full-grown man crying for his mama, I know I shed a tear. I'm sorry, guys. That's just how I am. Just Josh. We all fam. This one is worse.
If anybody dies, man, it's sad. You know what I mean? The things that came after, you know, it is what it is. But somebody dying, when it could have went a different way, it's sad. It just is, man. And it pulls on your heartstrings, and it always will if you got a heart. It's just the way it is.
The video is already out, and that shit is heartbreaking.
But we're talking about a guy named, what was his name? Ronald Greene. Ronald Greene. In 2019, would he get pulled over? I know you know a little bit more than I do.
We don't know the whole backstory. Y'all know how that goes. We don't know the whole backstory. But look, there's plenty of video and text messages. Text behind. Look, after everything's done, there are text messages, communications that are horrible. Yeah.
They beat the shit out of this dude.
This guy was Go ahead, PT.
And the main policeman involved in this actually got now you know when news gets breaking and it just comes out, there's going to be things that change, there's going to be things that you might get wrong.
Absolutely.
So I'm only giving you what we have seen so far in the last hour.
Yep.
You know, we can't be perfect, so don't think that we're going to say everything perfectly, because they ain't going to say it perfectly anyway. You know what I mean? But supposedly the main police guy that was involved with this ended up being in a car accident or something of the sort and passed away last fall.
Right.
But in 2019, there's video that they're showing on mainstream media of a black man getting beat, and he's saying, you heard what he was saying.
Yeah. So this is video. It should be all over the internet, right? This happened in 2019, and this is, I hate to say it, but this is breaking news.
Yeah.
And the guy, okay, so fam, so for George Floyd, the thing that broke my heart was a man laying there screaming, well, not screaming, but just crying, mama, help me, as she was deceased. So in this situation, guys, look, just listen to what we're saying, and then tomorrow, mainstream media, you'll see it on mainstream media tomorrow.
Might see it right now, because they've been pumping that shit for the last hour. If you turn on one of these news stations, you might see it running right now, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So we're just talking about the details of the situation. Now, as preppers, if you want to get into that, as preppers, just know this will be a crazy summer.
This is the type of thing that erupts the cities. This is the thing that gives everybody an excuse to stand up, walk outside, and raise hell.
Yeah. Okay. And
Because
as
this
a
dude was laying on the ground talking about we're brothers.
handcuffed,
You know,
bleeding out the mouth.
I'm sorry. And they continue to do this to this man, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Because I know you seen that I didn't have time. I was doing things and I didn't have time to stop and watch the video. But you told me everything. Niecy was reading it to me as I'm running around doing everything.
Yeah.
And it just sounded horrific.
We wanted to get this out because, guys, look, seriously, we wanted to get this out. Now, look, we're talking about the specific little details of how everything happened and how bad it was. It's the George Floyd incident pulled on heartstrings. This pulls on heartstrings times 10. So as preppers, you know what that means. This happened in 2019 and we hadn't heard a word of any of this stuff. So now is the appropriate time to pull this off the shelf and broadcast it to all of us. In the middle of Israel, Pakistan, Russia, Gaza, Palestine, in the middle of that, supposedly there's a ceasefire. I doubt it. I'm waiting for the earthquake.
But let me ask you this. Because Niecy just brought up the point that we're missing is that it's 2019 and people are asking why are they bringing it up now? Because there was a cover up. The police said that they said something about him being in the car and they found him. He was already whatever. Yeah. And then boom, they got a video. They get a hold of the video 2 years later, and it was a complete lie.
Yeah.
Am I telling the truth?
No. Facts. So the official
that makes it
police
even worse.
Yeah. The official police report basically said that he was driving his car and when he was found, he was non-responsive. Something along those lines. He was non-responsive. But the video has been released of this guy calling out, "I'm your brother. I am scared." This dude was laying down in handcuffs on the ground behind the police car, and he's moaning, I hate to laugh, but he's done. And the cop comes over and stomps on his back. And then they have video of the cop saying, "I beat the hell out that guy. I hope he doesn't have AIDS." It's done. But guys,
text messages too, right?
What's that?
There's text messages too. You said something about
there's text messages where he texts somebody else and he was like, "I beat the living out of this guy." Yeah.
Bragging.
So, but what I'm saying, people, look, listen to me. They have an agenda, Okay, I'm gonna say, look, I'm a little bit older. I've been around the block a couple times. I'm not saying it's right, but this happens pretty often. Seriously,
it's always on the news. And think about this. Even if it ain't happening, look, this happened in 2019 and they're making it a headline story. This is going to be all over the place. You're going to hear this all over the news. You know you are.
Yep, that's where I was going.
Even when there ain't something going down, they're going to find something to put out there to keep it going.
That's where I was going with that. But
the whole reason, I don't mean to cut you off, but to let people know in the chat is the reason that we do these kind of shows and jump on here is not really it's good to get the news out there. It's good to be ahead of the curve, but you got to think if something like this is going down on the news, what's it going to do in the streets? What's it going to do in your city? What's it going to do? It's summertime. This ain't wintertime. People don't have no problem going out here 10,000 deep and stirring shit up. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're bringing this video out, guys.
And it's one of the reasons we prep.
Damn right. That's why we're bringing this video out. People with a preparedness mindset.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So look, PT, this happened in 2019. People, do y'all hear me? This happened in 2019. Is that pre the whole Jabberwocky? Is that pre this? So literally, mainstream media has files on deck where they go, okay, let's see, 2018, 2019, 2020. Hold up, let's go back 2019. This one looks like it can really get some stuff stirred up. Let's run with this.
We got video now. We got video. Yeah, it was a cover up. Oh, We can hit them with this.
Right. So
people will be watching the news 24/7 to see what goes down with this.
Absolutely.
You know the news. They don't get views if they don't have something interesting, and it's always bad stuff that they want to show. You know what I'm saying?
PT, seriously, when they found this, look, all right, I'm gonna tell you, look, y'all know your boy just Josh a little throw it off just a little bit. Hey, they probably had like the scrub, the new guy at the news, he was like, find us something. We need something. Find us something to get these people riled up. And he probably went through the files and he was like, I've been looking for like 2 days, but I found something 2019. They got text messages. They got, it's heartbreaking. We got video. The main officer involved is deceased. We got to have this one. And they're like, boom, we got it. Run it. Let's get them. Let's get everybody worked up. And here come the riots.
Because think about it. Now you can't just put blame on that officer because he's gone. He's no longer with us. So now you can use this to attack the whole damn system. You know
That's
what
new
I'm saying?
territory, PT.
Yeah.
This is literally new territory. Look, every one of these incidents, we have had somebody who we can say is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Not
this time.
Nope.
Now it's going to be the whole system. Even though they've been trying to use that anyway. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to use that kind of stuff anyway. So here we go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something don't pop off tonight. As soon as that stuff hits the mainstream media,
it's fresh.
And these groups and these people, they look for these things.
Oh, they're waiting for it.
They just can't wait for something to pop off.
Bro, they probably called up the capital letter A group and was like, hey, we're about to drop something. Y'all get in position.
They probably got people connected to them in the media. You know
Seriously.
what I'm saying?
Seriously, PJ.
There's rumors that they're connected to the people in office in some of these states, like what is it, Oregon or something? One of the dudes was the A dude that was running for mayor or something, congressman something.
Yeah,
Eddie Howe, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, but seriously, look, preppers, seriously, listen to me, preppers. It's not only do we have international conflicts that we don't know how our leadership will respond. We don't know. International conflicts. Russia just said they are willing to kick the teeth out. Listen to me, literally. It was in an article. Russia said they are ready to kick the teeth out of any foreign foe who is willing to engage, who's trying to take territory from Russia. The bear. Okay, so we have conflicts brewing abroad.
Yeah.
Now we don't know when and where to wear, we don't know what stores we can wear it, what stores we can't wear it. Right.
And let me ask you this. Why are they making Russia seem so powerful? And let me explain why I say that.
Go for it.
Yesterday or hours ago or whatever, Russia comes out and says they'll kick Israel's ass if they don't stop, right?
Yeah. Seriously.
And then what's all over the news today? Oh, ceasefire. Israel agrees to a ceasefire. So what does that make Russia look like? Looks like they the big dog telling people what to do.
It's all
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they do this, ain't nothing on accident. Ain't nothing on accident with this media and all this. Yeah. They do this stuff on every single thing is calculated.
Absolutely. Bro, those rockets cost money. The Iron Dome rockets cost money. Mobilization costs money.
Yes.
Follow the money.
Yes.
It ain't cheap.
And now that now they can't run with the Israel-Palestine thing. Look what pops up.
Right.
2019. Ronald Greene.
Yeah.
Beat down in the streets and killed.
Or see
died or death or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And the video's there, and it's going to pull on your heartstrings because you can hear the man pleading. Look at the pictures of him. He looks like Al B. Shore. He's clean cut. looks, you know what I mean? He looks like your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking, somebody, dressed up as like a gangster rapper or something. We're talking about a dude wearing nice shirt, clean cut hair. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean?
There it is.
It's deep, man. It's deep.
Fam, just know as a prepper community, I can't stress this enough. Seriously, this is the information as a prepper community. This is why I love the fam, aka the subs. They let me know what's going on. So we're telling y'all, look, tomorrow, when this is plastered all over all mainstream media, right? When this is plastered, just know where you heard it from. I'm just saying, because we fam. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stay up on it. Y'all got to stay up on these. We don't prep for nothing.
Absolutely.
And it's the things that really can get shit stirred up. I mean, we know if people hit the streets and start getting rowdy, I mean, things can go really bad really quick. I mean,
man.
And it's shit like this that makes it happen, man.
Yep.
It's stuff like this that makes it happen.
Bro, like I said, right now, us, people of preparedness mindset, we're on a reactionary level. You know what I'm saying? Like when something happens, we react to it. But the problem is that all they got to do is grab a file from 2019 and they got every damn millennial out in the streets trying to burn down every building possible.
Yeah.
So we have to react.
And you don't think this is going to do something? This is going to do something. And the bad thing about it is that was in a specific place. Yeah. And the specific place had problems, for years. It was a buildup, just like in L.A. back in the 90s. It was a buildup. Yeah. But this is a story that will hit every city.
It's coming.
If they run it and they really push it, which they always do.
Yep.
This will hit every, there's probably people sitting in their house all across the USA right now getting fired up, getting in there. People, you know what I mean? It hits you hard in your emotions, and then all hell breaks loose.
It's heartbreaking. That video is heartbreaking. Yeah. It's heartbreaking. And I'm going to tell you, seriously, legit, the groups were probably informed a couple of days ago that this was coming out. Those groups that do the crazy things, they were probably informed a couple of days ago. Look, hey, you guys, get in position. You remember a while back, it was like, what was that? It was like there were bricks. There were like stacks of bricks put, throughout the city.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't forget. I don't know what it was, but it was, protest or something.
And it was mentioned and then mentioned another time, but nobody ever really, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
They're probably there already.
That's like setting up. That's like the Russians coming to the line of Ukraine with all their weapons. Like when there's riot, that's their weaponry. And you're gonna tell me they're setting up shop with caches of weapons, and the only thing is, oh, they're putting bricks in the store. Oh, they are. Damn, that's cool. And then you move on. Like, hold up, this is big. That's big. Right. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Look, tomorrow when y'all do hear Ronald Greene.
Yeah, y'all are gonna hit.
Bug dude, stop it.
It might end up being the next household name.
Hey, can I holler at Bug Dude for a sec? Bug Dude, I just saw your comment. Look, dude, check it out. Ronald Greene, it's gonna break your heart, and that's what it's meant to do. Look, I am not saying right or wrong. There's a few bad apples in every barrel. I'm not right now. We are not talking right or wrong. As preppers, we are saying to get prepared for if there are like weekends of just insanity. I'm not saying that there's gonna be, but keep your ears and eyes to the streets, guys. That's all I'm saying, because it's a high probability. The video and the footage that they showed. Look, if it doesn't pull on your heartstrings, there's a whole population of the country that it will, and they're gonna be ready to get physical to whether it's marching, whether it's burning some stuff down, whether it's so prep up, people.
This could ignite the fire.
It really could.
I mean, as soon as we started talking about it, Nisi started looking it up, and I started listening to it. I said, man, we should go live, man. And you did too. You was like, that's why I called, man. I mean, we should go live and at least let all the people in our community know anytime something hits. And it seems like it's something every other day. I think we've been live every other day with something, whether it's the internet crashing or hackers hitting the so-called hackers hitting the pipeline, and now they're getting ready to run a story that could ignite the entire country.
Yeah. Hey, PT, we talked about this on our live, man, with the pipeline. And some people still don't even know. Look, I hear fringe channels that aren't even preppers, and they're like, this pipeline thing is something else. But I heard that it wasn't the physical pipeline that was affected. It was the billing and shipping system that was hacked. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, the prepper community broke that. We basically broke that, brother.
Yeah.
It wasn't the pipeline. It was the billing and shipment. Exactly.
The money train.
That was affected. And the government said, you know what? If we can't build these shipments, if we can't track these shipments going out to gas stations, stop them.
Yeah. Yeah. If we can't get paid, then we'll, screw the whole East Coast.
Yeah.
If we can't get paid for a day, screw the whole East Coast.
Seriously.
We're talking about billionaires, trillionaires.
Yeah. Look, a couple fights, a couple people putting gasoline in inappropriate containers that might blow up. We'll let them deal with that, but we got to make sure that the money flows. Yeah. They can deal with the fights and whatever else comes.
And imagine if they did attack the pipeline. Imagine if it wasn't just the money. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. Electrical grid.
It's such a crock of shit what these people do. These huge money people sit up in their mansions and they just rule over top of us and do whatever they want to do and tell us to do whatever they want us to do. And it's day after day after day. And for the past year, we've seen it, felt it, heard it. It's been right in front of our face. We know exactly what the hell they're doing.
Yep.
And we're... I don't want to talk too much about it because then it's like I'm trying to tell people to stand up or something. But we should be standing up. We should be standing up.
In so many words, because you know what I'm saying? Everything is censored. America, the land of the brave and the free. But we can't say certain words because that's it. Yeah. Come on. Transitional period, man.
Yeah.
How did we allow... I'm going to shut up because I don't, how did we allow it to get to this point?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And was it our fault? I mean, I'm in my 40s.
Me too.
Was it our fault, man?
Bro, the kids.
Was it our parents' fault? I mean,
yeah, the kids. It will be ingrained in the youth. It will be ingrained to not look. Hey, North Korea, we'd be like, nah. The kids will already know. That'll be the new curse words to the youth that come up behind us doing this. That'll be the curse words. Right. Anything talking about anything against the system.
Right. Because you can get on YouTube and say the F-bomb and shit and damn and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can cuss. You talk about almost anything that's raunchy or whatever. I mean, I watch live streams and people get rickety raw. And, Lord knows I've cussed a lot in my stuff. But don't try to tell your opinion on something that goes against their agenda.
Yeah,
that's Lord have mercy.
Look at what's trending, PT. Look at what's trending, and they got millions of views.
Yeah,
and, I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna go there with it. But I'm just saying, look at what's trending. They have millions of views. They are indoctrinating the youth into some BS.
Yeah, and then if we get a strong following and get a bunch of people watching, they get mad if we got 100 people watching.
Yep.
They have why would they even be over 100 people watching us? Like, y'all got millions. Y'all can push y'all's agenda all you want, and you won't even let 100 people hear a different view on things. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? You say, let me break it down.
Go for it.
They say they don't want us spreading stuff so we don't cause violence or we don't cause riots or we don't cause all these things, right?
Yeah, seriously.
But then they jump on their MSM news broadcast and shove it in our face some of the most heart-wrenching, terrible things that makes the whole damn country erupt.
Yeah,
makes the whole damn country turn on each other and hate each other.
Bro, that's
and then
the system.
Then they think we the problem because we're talking to 90 people and saying, hey, you might want to think about these things. Get the hell out of my face, man.
That's the system, man. That's the system. Fam, peeps, look, if you got friends, Tell them to check this out because we are talking about some serious stuff. We're gonna need, as preppers, at the prepping community, we will need each other. Seriously, that is the only way that we can come close to slowing this thing down because nobody's hitting the brakes on this thing. Yeah, but we can slow it down. That's what's up.
I hear that. I hear that right there, man. It almost, and that's a problem too. I mean, you got to look at the whole social media. We've disconnected at the same time as our divide because they're dividing us. They've been dividing us for, forever. Yeah. They've always tried to keep us divided, but then they came up with this internet stuff, and oh my God, they got a huge weapon. Because now we're not even personally connected. We're connected through a screen or through your telephone or through a Facebook. Yeah. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. I mean, I got plenty of kids, and they are different than when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
They're sitting on that game playing and talking to people on the game. They don't even know what the other person looks like. Right. There's everywhere you go, the girls are on their damn cell phones. There's whether it's the doctor's office or standing in line at McDonald's, they're sitting there looking on their cell phones. You know what I mean?
Sitting at a green light.
Flooded with all this information and agendas by different people. You know what I mean? Because that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. The crazy part is that without I know it's gonna sound crazy, but without like a guidance or without the ability, they're youths, you know what I mean, without the ability to think for yourself, that's the indoctrination. I hope I said that right.
Makes sense, man. Makes sense.
That's it, man. So look, I talk a lot about the new system, transitional period, new system. Bro, they're already laying the framework for that. They'll go into the new system thinking that all of us now and preppers, they're gonna think we're crazy. Oh yeah, they talk, it was crazy. Nah, we're crazy. Yeah, so it's working.
Oh yeah, man, they've made us out to be crazy for years. Yeah, I mean,
seriously,
they've always made preppers look like nutcases.
Yeah.
And everything that we, if you come up with some of your own truth, and you figure something out, conspiracy theory, these conspiracy theories, these conspiracy like, no, it's common sense. Like, there's no way that could be the way you're saying it, mainstream media.
Yeah, seriously.
Not all of us are stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. PT, I'm gonna catch some heat for this. Hey, I will catch some heat for this, but it was confirmation for me as a prepper. Look, I've been doing this since Y2K, people. When the computers couldn't handle the
number change.
Damn right. That Y2K. I've been around for a minute. Bro, it was confirmation for me during the first lockdown. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And when you went to the grocery store, right? You know me, I always go to the grocery store. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna grab an extra bag of rice. I'm gonna grab a extra box of pancake mix and dried milk. You know what I mean? But when I went into the grocery store during the first lockdown and you couldn't find none of that, it was gone. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not crazy. Nothing.
Well, I wanted to break this down too, man, because I was kind of glad that we were going to go live because I had something happen. Something happened to somebody that I know in my life.
Okay.
And you know how they talk about this rent stuff and how stuff's going to go bad, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was this female who got in an argument over her landlord.
Okay.
With everything that had happened, she couldn't get caught up on her rent. Now, I don't know the exact details to the story, but
okay.
The police showed up she gets in an argument with her landlord. Mm-hmm. The police show up. She had already lit the house on fire. Took a lighter to the curtains. She's arrested right now, arson.
Come on.
And I sat there with Nisi and I was like, look, this is the stuff that's gonna happen. People, the way they put it is, we're gonna have problems. People are gonna get kicked out of their house. But there's going to be really bad things that happen when you put a family out on the streets because the government made it so they can't work, they can't do this, they can't do that. They make them so far behind on bills, and then you don't put any kind of relief but a $600 check or a $12. I can't
No,
even
that's
pay
gone.
my rent
They're
with a
pulling that.
$1,200 check. You know what
they're
I'm saying?
pulling that.
So these are the things that's going to happen. And I'm not blaming the landlords neither. Like
Right.
I can only imagine owning 3 houses, and that's your way of making money, and you're building your life.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, for a year and a half, you can't collect rent. These people
Capitalism.
just live there. And then what are you supposed to do? How? And look, I can see when you're in your 40s, you'll save money, you'll do the right thing. But when you were 20 years old, did you always do the right thing with your money?
Nah, man.
No. When you get an extra $100, did you put it in savings? Did you know how to prepare for a pandemic? Hell no.
No, man.
So you can't expect people in their 20s and even 30s. Some of them in their 40s, they don't know how to save money. They'd like to keep us broke anyway.
Yep.
And then they turn around. They're gonna, the landlords. They need to get their money. They got to pay that mortgage. The people renting, they need a place to live. You're gonna throw them out on the street, and then all hell's breaking loose everywhere, man.
Yep. The cycle. Seriously.
And it's gonna. We got some hard times to go through. People just don't understand, man. The next couple years, at least, is gonna be some really hard times, man.
Absolutely.
They're gonna hit us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then on top of all that, and that's the thing, man, that'll show you just how much they don't care about us. All the stuff that we're going through, all the struggles that we've been through, all the worry that we worry about whether this variant, that variant, should we get the Jabberwocky, shouldn't we get it? What is this thing? Where did it come from? Pipelines, no gas. Couldn't get toilet paper for 6 months. No Lysol. Couldn't even clean myself when there's a pandemic going on. Y'all won't even give us the chemicals to kill this thing.
Yep.
And now we're going through all this, and I'm worried about my bills, and I don't have no money, and the only thing I had was $1,200, and we were starving, so I had to buy food. And now, guess what? We want to erupt the streets on top of all the stuff. While everybody's getting kicked out on the streets, let's stir some shit up from 2019. And really hit them in their heart so we can tear up the streets. Like,
seriously,
it's just crazy to me, man. It pisses me off.
Absolutely. Yeah. Appalachian Prepper. What up? No, I was driving. I was working and driving and stuff, but I got you. I got you covered. Whatever you need, I got you, Appalachian Prepper. Straight up. PT, transitional period, brother. Any way you want to look at it. The prices are going up, inflation. Bitcoin is done. Inflation, food prices going up, shortages. Appalachian Prepper, shortages, microchips. That's something coming down the line.
I was talking to Nisi today about our fireplace, and I was like, "Can you imagine what firewood's gonna cost?
Man,
if you want to get a cord of wood, a year ago, $150 or something, depending on where you're at." Probably to get a cord of wood now is probably going to be $600-700 or some crazy shit. Like, does anybody in the chat, have y'all looked into any, because some people just buy a cord of wood, stock it up. Do y'all know what the price of a cord of wood is going for now? I mean, I can't imagine how much it is, man.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, PT, is they're cutting back on these checks, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, there's a lot of people. And I understand that the jobs, I understand it.
You got that right, Catskill.
Times 2, Catskill. Times 2 or 3. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know your boy just tries to get worked up.
Is it still 150 down there, Ghost?
Seriously?
$47 for press board?
Yeah, man. It's stupid.
$85 a cord? Well, maybe that's not being affected, but I don't see how it won't be. Every other wood product is skyrocketed, and you're going to tell me I can order trees for cheap on the low? I mean, hopefully, because people going to need that shit to survive the winter. Before you know it, it's going to be wintertime again. You're going to need them logs to throw up in the fireplace.
They're talking about that.
And they're hitting us up on this gas, man. I can't imagine what gas is going to be. And is anybody's paychecks going up? Is anybody making more money at work?
Hey, I will say, while I was out working, I was in the McDonald's drive-thru, and they had a sign, and it was $14 and up to $14 an hour. I don't know, man.
But that still ain't shit. That's
I know.
I mean, look, I
Yeah.
understand the whole minimum wage thing. Is but seriously, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Rome is
I I,
burning.
I pay almost $2,000 a month for rent. Do you think I could live off $14 an hour? And think about it, they're saying, well, now everybody can go back to work. There's plenty of jobs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there is plenty of jobs, but where
Yeah.
are those jobs at? What jobs are what you can say there's plenty of jobs all you want, but if all of them are McDonald's, Burger King, and 7-Eleven, then you ain't telling me shit.
Bro.
Cause I'm not getting no calls about no damn carpet, man.
Yeah.
I had one the other day. I got to help some guy with some glue down carpet. He spilled some glue on some carpet. I got to fix that. But I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was rolling before this whole pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, did you happen to catch Monograph's last live? I think it was last night.
Yes.
So look, he put it in perspective for me because I was just kind of I put these lives on and I kind of do my thing and I'm like listening, and he was like, yeah, there's plenty of jobs. There are plenty of jobs. We can't get these jobs filled. And he said, what it is government. Government, they need their slaves. They need their servers. They need their grass cutters. They need the street cleaners. They need the garbage people. He's like, they need their slaves back. And right now the slaves are doing better not working for, them than working for them. So that is the big debacle.
And they throw it in what I could not believe, and I'm not trying to shit on people, but I look at things maybe a little different than some people. But when they were giving out the money, there was people that had jobs.
Yeah.
They were told they could not work anymore.
Yeah.
And then the government gave them money, and some of them got a little bit more money than what they usually make. Then they came out and said right to your face, well, we got to drop that because you'll never want to go back to work if we give you too much money. So not that, the country can't afford to pay you these things. It's just, well, you won't go to work for us and do our dirty jobs if we don't. If that wasn't slavery shoved in your face, I could not believe it. And then there was, us normal people, there were people arguing that point. And I was like, man, don't y'all realize? Yeah. It's such a setup with this government, man.
It is. They will not save us.
They've proven, and I know we shouldn't. I don't want socialism. I'm not talking about that. Yeah. Please understand what I'm saying. I don't want socialism. I don't want them handing us stuff and then they can end up telling us everything we want to do. But what I'm saying is that there is enough for everybody to live grand, and they keep it from us. They keep us from having it.
Absolutely.
The hardest jobs out there are the least paying.
Yep.
And they make you feel like a dumbass, like you'll never be able to do anything else. I mean, it's a complete setup. Yeah. It's a complete setup, the whole damn thing.
It is. It is. But they're bringing it down, man. The Great Reset. That's what this is. Hey, y'all, the weekend's coming. If there isn't one protest or a march about this whole Ronald Greene thing, then hit my page up and be like, just Josh, you talking that crap again. Seriously, they're pumping it nonstop right now, guys. Ronald Greene, it's worse than George Floyd. And George Floyd, it went worldwide. I was like, are you serious? It went worldwide.
By what Nisi was telling me and by the video you was telling me about, I looked at that like this is just not, this shouldn't hit just the black community.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From what I heard from y'all and the way y'all explained it to me as y'all was reading, as you were watching, it wasn't no fake stuff. This should make everyone upset. Yeah. And you're gonna have no matter what, I'm on this side, no matter what, I'm on that side, which is the division that they push all the time. But sometimes bad shit happens and we need to stand together. Yes. Because if we all stood together, they wouldn't have to go out here and erupt the streets. They wouldn't have to, when it's something serious, make sure, all I'm asking is look at it and don't just think about it as it's GF.
Right.
This is something new, and if it really is that, it was terrible, and it should have never happened. And people should care about that, no matter what color somebody is. No, it shouldn't fucking matter what color somebody is. If you're getting beat the hell down unlawfully,
yeah,
and then you end up not being here anymore. A mom loses her son.
You're
a
out the
sister
game.
loses her brother. It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
But they know what they're doing, PT. They know what they are doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It really is. Look, hey, when you guys see this video tomorrow, you're gonna be like, holy, seriously, it's heartbreaking. But I'm just, and I don't smile because like I'm just saying, it's heartbreaking. Tomorrow when you watch the video and you hear about it, check it out. But they know what they are doing. They need this division. Oh yeah, they need it.
And I tell you what, even if we was to come together on it, if the whole country united, walked out of their house, I guarantee you the news media would throw some garbage in there to stir it up, and they would find another part of the video that would show it in a different light so they could keep us. They'll never let us be together. They'll never let us unite. They'll always try to keep us divided. Period. It's just the way they'll work forever, and we got to fight against that. We're the ones that got to say, nah, we ain't going to let that happen.
Seriously. Oh, you know what, though? Seriously. Like, I've come to this realization. I have come to this because I've heard it from so many different... Let me get a little... Yeah. Because I've heard it from so many different people. If we don't come together now, like with pretty quick, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If we can't come together now when everything is cool, when we have air conditioning, when we have ammo, when we have each other and we can freely move about and somewhat express how we feel about the situation,
and it's right in front of our face, how we should come together. Everything points to the signs that they are totally crooked, doing us dirty, and we should come together and be against it. Everything's in our favor to be united.
Yeah, mainstream media
and government.
Every
time they get on a mic,
the powers that be. If we don't, trust me. We're looking at this like, we still got some time. We got a couple months. We got a year. We got time. We got time. No, they are watching the clock. Like, okay, let's do this tomorrow. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. This is how we're gonna do this. They are maneuvering, and we're just like, what is it? Frogs in a pot or something like that. You turn up the heat, and they don't jump out.
Yeah.
Sit. If we can't get this thing together as preppers. Everybody's hunkering down, bugging in, stacking food to the rafters, doing the things, growing their gardens, acquiring, all that stuff. Everybody's doing the things, but seriously, at some point, just like I said with the whole Jabberwocky deal, at some point it's going to come down to a decision. And right now, I'm preaching to the choir. But right now, if we can figure something out, if we can put our foot down and say, nah, enough is enough. We dictate what happens. Down the road, we won't even have that option. Every man for himself. We'll all be hunkered down in our houses or wherever our bug out area is, and we'll be picked off one by one.
Yep. And what you gotta think about is, I know there's times in your life where you have to do something. And it sucks. It's like, man, I really don't want to do this. I can't stand to do this. But a week from then, it's going to help your life. It's going to make your life better. You don't want to clean the toilet.
Right.
Cleaning the toilet sucks. But for that next week, that toilet's going to be clean. You're not going to have to worry about getting sick. You're not going to have to worry about the smell. It's going to be clean. So you have to... And that's some of the things that we need. It got to go way deeper than that. It's not about cleaning toilets, but it's about you have to make decisions that'll lead to better in the future instead of making decisions that'll lead to worse. And they know the decisions that they push us into and the shit that they do to us.
Yeah.
They know what's going to be better or worse.
Yep.
They know exactly where they want to put. They're strategizing. They're putting us in positions to keep us under control and keep us in their power, so they have the world at their hands.
Yep.
And we're going to have to make some hard choices. We're going to have to do some things.
Yep.
That is not going to be easy. You can't just be safe all the time. Life, we're only here for a short minute, and what we leave this planet goes on to our kids and our grandkids and our great-grandkids and more and more and more and more and more. We're going to have to make some hard decisions and do some right things, man, even if it's hard on us.
Yeah. Absolutely, PT. I agree with you 1,000%. It's easy right now. We got air conditioning. You know what I mean? The fridge is full of all types of just succulent and whatever we want to eat. We can go down to the grocery store right now and get whatever. Beef, steak, chicken, whatever.
Yeah.
We're good right now. But if we can't make the decisions now, or at least get into the mindset to make those decisions while everything's good, it's gonna be 10 times worse when things are bad. And that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we gotta fight the power, man. That's no bullshit. I heard that from Public Enemy when I was a kid, and I think about things, man, and I think about, we've kind of talked, not me and you, I don't think, but I've talked about it on live streams before, like why are there Asian neighborhoods? Why are there black neighborhoods?
Yeah.
Why are there white neighborhoods?
Yeah.
That's the Mexican neighborhood.
Yep.
That's not us.
Right.
That's not us doing that. That's the media, government. This shit's been built to keep people divided, to keep people hating each other, to keep people. There's a reason. You know how hard it's going to be to truly fight racism, to truly fight hating another man because of the color of his skin or where he comes from, what land. They constantly make us hate everybody.
That's what they have to do.
Whether it's Russians, Chinese,
Yep.
You didn't wake up yesterday and started hating Chinese because a Chinese person did you dirty.
Right.
You woke up hating China because of all the news and all the stories about how China wants to ruin. And you got to switch that. What you shouldn't be hating China. You should be hating China's leadership.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't be hating the black neighborhood if you're white. You should be hating the media for telling you that that's a black neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so crazy. You really have to be a strong individual on this planet to make it through. But if you can change your mindset and start letting a little bit of love get in your heart instead of all the hate and letting them feed you all that hate, man, we really could change things.
Man, we couldn't even imagine how. Seriously, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. We couldn't even imagine how, like, good things would be. Seriously.
Yes.
Look, physical therapy, home health. I'm gonna go off physical therapy, home health, right? I'm just gonna tell you, I ain't gonna go into depth, but today, I treated a older Cuban gentleman, right? We talked about communism and how he was put in concentration camps, and eventually he made it over to America because Castro was like, nah, y'all got to go. Yeah. So they worked it out. He's like, I love Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a Chinese person that I worked with, an older woman. Bro, what I'm getting to is I've got German. I've got people from everywhere. And when we sit down and we talk, now I'm a 6'4" black guy coming into their house, PT. And when we sit down and we talk, it's always love, man. We smile, we talk, and then we get into it. We actually get into it. The one thing that all the different religions can tell me, all my patients, is that Jesus is coming back soon. I'm just saying. Right. They're like, nah, we're not in a good period right now. Yeah. Read your Bible. Jesus is coming. Biblica. Jesus is coming back soon.
Well, see, the people that are pushing this, you got people in power.
Yeah.
And it's different nowadays. The people in power just want more money and more power and more money and more power, and they figured out new ways to control people and do all these things and do all these things. But like the people that push socialism and stuff, the people that act like they want socialism, we're talking about 20-year-olds and shit. You're not find a Vietnamese person that came over here during the Vietnam War and talk to them, and see and ask them what they think. They in no way, shape, or form want this country to be anything communist. They've lived through that. They've seen their entire country go into, and it's the same. Like, people just don't understand, man. They think that, you know, it's nah, man. It's not what the media is telling you. It's that's the rich elites telling the media what to do, and the media is making big. If you was making $200,000 a year, you know what I'm saying, and you're working for a CNN, are you just gonna get up one morning and say, "I'm not doing this no more"? You can take your $200,000. I went to college for 8 years. I busted my ass my whole life to become this news anchor, and I'm making 200. I got a Mercedes Benz sitting outside. I got a $500,000 house. Nah, y'all are just pushing agendas, and y'all ain't telling me what to do no more. And even if they did give up their money, they wouldn't be able to tell us the truth because they would no longer be at CNN. There's no way to fight it within that. The only way we can fight it is through these kind of things, talking to one another, saying what's going on, you know. Everybody, look, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Leave them people alone, man. Get that out of your head. You're never going to heal yourself. You're going to continue to hate everything if you keep listening to these sorry son of a bitches. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm even, I can't get my thoughts out correctly all the time, but what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're good. Seriously. PT, I've spent so much time sitting down just thinking, if we could just get rid of some of these divisions, how would things be? Brother, it would. Look.
Oh, be careful. It picks you up. She said just hate, but you don't really want to say that word.
Yeah. But look, man, I mean,
I don't know, but
how awesome things could be if people, if a community came together, and I'm just throwing this out here, but if a community came together and they literally really came together and built everybody in that community a house. Everybody put in the equal amount of work, and everybody had, bro, you wouldn't have to spend, so much of your life slaving to pay it off. You know, and everybody had a garden, and you know what I mean? They don't want that, man. They want everybody to try to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? Break your neck to keep up with the Joneses. You got to get a bigger house. You got to get, you got to get this. You got to have that.
And you can't let everybody have it. We got to keep some people broke. You're not going to wash a toilet. You're not going to serve somebody food if you got a bunch of money. So we got to keep that pay down on them so they'll keep doing those things. And if somebody's real pretty or if somebody's real smart, we'll get them in and we'll move them up the ladder. But that fat person over there, let's just keep him washing the toilets. Oh, that ugly girl over there? Nah, let's keep her behind the counter serving meals. I'm serious, man. This is how it works. It's crazy. It's crazy. Imagine a world with. Imagine this, man. This will blow your mind if you could even fathom this. Imagine the United States of America, and there's no racism whatsoever.
Yeah,
there's no hating
any
other person.
Unstoppable. But you'd have to go back and fix a lot of the things that the government has put in place. But we would be, bro, we would have no luck at securing our borders because everybody would be trying to get in this damn thing because it would be the true beacon of light for the world. Yeah.
There's a reason why there's ghettos surrounding every major city. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why D.C. was the murder capital of the world back in the 80s, and they're surrounded by ghettos. Why? Because who's going to want to come there if you're you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they want to keep us rough and rugged. There's a reason why they haven't gotten rid of guns, which I'm very glad they haven't, and I don't think they ever should. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there's a reason for this. They know that an entire country armed is a lot stronger than just a military force. Like we have a military force that's super strong. Plus, you could sit them down and just let the people stand up and defend this country, and we would do a hell of a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, seriously. The Western days, everybody had a piece on their hip.
But yet there really is lobbyists. There really are people out here that are trying to push this man out to get to the money for this man. Just like medicine. There's probably been tons of that stuff out there that would really work to do a lot of great things.
Right.
But we will never know about it because there was somebody stronger who had better connections that pushed them out and pushed their bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's with everything. It's with gas companies. It's with people who find gold. Yeah. Everybody's and you should be competing. But it's crooked, y'all. It's crooked when the government's in control.
Yeah.
You know,
bureaucracy.
You could say I could show you. I could talk about a million different things that's so ignorant and so stupid. Yet we fall for it every single day.
Yeah,
we just sit there and take it and just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, man, that's some bullshit.
Yeah. Hey, can I throw something else out there?
Anything you want, man.
Preppers. Your boy Josh has been keeping his eyes and ears to the street. So I'm gonna walk a fine line on this one. India. I still want y'all to check out Ronald Greene and see where this is going because tomorrow it's gonna be everywhere. India. Have y'all heard of the black fungus? PT, have you heard of the black fungus?
Nah, what you talking about the black
fungus?
Man,
look. So now, Appalachian Prepper, I keep my ears to the streets. She's saying that this mutant strain that they have in India is making its way to the UK. So everybody's heard that it's like a 2-week wait period. When we see what's happening over there, give it 2 weeks, and we'll be catching some of the some of the droppings over here of what's going on over there. Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm sorry, I try to read the chat and I missed where is it at?
India.
Man,
okay, all right. Look. Bam, peeps, preppers. Prep up. I get excited, y'all. I'm not happy about it. I just get excited. The black fungus. So I have been hearing about this in India. India is going through it, right? So I have been hearing about this black fungus. I swear it's like they turn this thing up, PT. Black fungus. So black fungus is now a side effect of the deal that they're fighting over there, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, what is black fungus? It's a fungal infection that affects the brain.
What?
No, man, it's worse than that. It affects the brain. I swear, I hope this thing is contained to India. I'm just saying. It affects the brain. So I'm like, well, let me look into this. People are going blind.
From this black fungus.
If you look, no, and then check it out. So just like with the whole deal, they don't know exactly how to pinpoint and treat it. So with the black fungus developing from, they're having to remove people's eyes. What? They show people with like the whole side of their face affected with a fungal disease, and it's just weeping, like they're laying on the pillow, and it's just weeping. And this is a new deal. It's affecting the lungs, black fungus in the lungs, black fungus in the brain, black fungus just on your face, in your eyes.
Because this thing's out of control, man. This thing's out of control. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it. It's not normal. It's not natural. And they done whipped something up, and it's done became like a crazy, out of control, transforming beast.
We don't have to wear a mask now. It's optional
if you're vaccinated.
Yeah. But come on, man. Come on. If you
are,
just saying,
I throw that in there because I don't want to get shut down because they'll say, "Oh, you're giving wrong information." You know what I mean? You know how trippy they are over this mask bullshit.
Appreciate you, man. I saw a disclaimer. I'm gonna put that on all my videos. I found a disclaimer. I'm gonna say that shit and I'm gonna post it up on the screen so everybody can read it. Hey, man. All I'm saying is that it seems like somebody high up turned the knob up on this thing, and they're like, okay, all right, y'all want to play with it? We got you. So if I hear anything about this whole black fungus deal, like moving to like the UK or anywhere, prepping overtime, brother.
Well, tell me this, man. Tell me this. And I know there's gonna be a ton of different people like guessing what it is or really what they truly believe what it is, but why is it that went nuts, right? That went nuts over there in India. Yeah, you've seen it all over the news. Everybody's talking about it. Is some crazy thing it's turned into, but nothing got shut. I mean, it ended up getting shut down. But for a long time, flights were open. People were moving around. Why wasn't it anywhere else? Why is it not anywhere else? Are they shutting up about it and it is somewhere else?
India's too big. 1.3 billion people. 1.3 billion people.
So it's got to be elsewhere. It can't just be there. It can't just be there.
They say it's moving. They say it's moving. Okay. All right. So seriously, like legit, seriously, 1.3 billion people. We can't fathom that because we're 360 million here. So you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 times more people. So we're seeing these pictures, but literally in India, that can be just 2 states that are just going through it. You know what I mean? It looks like, oh my God, the sky's falling. But over there, it could be like 2 states. Pick 2 states, and that's what's going on. But the thing is that it's wreaking havoc in those 2 states. And the black fungus deal is new. We've never had cases of this black fungus deal here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a treatment to what they're fighting was steroids, corticosteroids. And now all of a sudden, out the blue, steroids is what's causing what exacerbates
you just gotta be careful.
I'm gonna shut up.
No. We gotta let the people know. We just gotta word it in certain ways so we're not saying what.
I'll go deeper.
You know, because they get mad when you say Ahmed is doing this or Ahmed is doing that. Oh, that's medical misinformation. So we just got to be a little bit careful because I want the people to know. I'm very interested. I want you to continue with this because I want to know about it. I mean, seriously.
I got you. Preppers, look, preppers. Just go research it. Go look into it. I done already dropped it. Go check it out for yourselves. Seriously, and then you prep and you do what you need to do accordingly. Seriously,
what do you think that they'll do though, man? Like
with what?
With everything that you know. Let's say that India comes here. Let's say the BF comes here. The black fungus that comes here. Will they let us know about it? Will they use it to shut us down? Will they just not say anything?
You know what I think? Okay, so we know it's number 1 on their agenda. Preppers, we know it's number 1. Y'all know it's number 1, right? And right now, I think we have it's probably 60. I don't know. It's a high percentage of us that won't, and there's a high, and that won't. They gotta get us. They have to get us to do it. They've invested too much into this. They crashing the economy. I mean. They're giving this thing out for free, bro.
I just heard that they, in some state, they actually said that you could like win $1 million if you got it, and it shot up 28% of the people went and got it or something.
Yeah,
because it's like a lottery type situation. Like that's how desperate they are to get everybody to do this thing.
Man, everybody's gonna have to make this decision.
Insane.
Everybody's gonna have to make this decision. At one point or another, everybody's gonna have to make this decision. I think what's going on over there it will come here, and just like Ronald Greene, all it would take. Look, PT, it's just as simple. All it would take would be a couple of 30-second clips on mainstream media of BF affecting people here. And I promise you, I promise you, everybody who was like, "Nah, I'm good," for real, losing an eye, your whole face swelling up, just stupid, crazy stuff. Right now, it's like, yeah, take work out, take some vitamins, be healthy, da 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 da. You're all right. You know what I mean? Sweat it out for a couple of days. But if you actually see people, going through some absolutely crazy, I'm gonna shut up. Y'all just check it out, man. BF.
I know what you're saying. You know
Yeah,
what I thought
BF.
that they were. What I thought that they were going to use is kids. I thought they were going to really push it. That all of a sudden now it's the kids are being touched, and that would make
play with
people
kids. You got problems.
Right, that's really going to touch on people's hearts real hard.
They're trying.
You know what I mean? Oh, well, we got to protect the kids. We ain't got no other choice. But
yeah, they dropped the age. They're trying. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think we're out of the woods yet with that whole deal.
Nah.
They always have to tell what they're going to do. They always have to say it.
I got to look into this black fungus thing, man. That sounds horrendous.
It's a new thing. It's probably about a week old. What's up?
And that's what they're calling it?
Yeah, it's ravaging people. Yeah.
And it's like a side effect from the thing we've been going through for the past year.
Yes, complication. And what's causing it is what people have been using to treat it. This is something, I think they turn a dial up on this, man. They're like, all right, y'all want to play around? We got something for you. Yeah. Prep up, people. Right now we're chilling. We're good. Air conditioned, internet, YouTube, cable TV. We got gas. Prep up, people.
Yeah, keep getting them preps. Like, for real. If you ain't getting prepped up, man, because, they're going to make it seem like ain't shit going down. And we're ain't nothing fixed yet. Ain't nothing fixed yet, man.
Man, hey, I've been, all right. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. So for like the last 2 days, I was like, yo, I got to go to Walmart. I got to make a run. You know what I mean? I got to stock up on a couple things, And bro, I just work and stuff and just, you know what I mean? Like everything to a certain extent is kind of okay. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm running late. I'll do it the next day. I'll do it the next day. Bro, no, I'm going tomorrow and I'm going to get what I got to get. You know what I mean? Because if it feels like
I'm taking care of my garden daily. Like I'm out there babying this, out of all my plants, all the tomato plants, cucumber plants, all that stuff, I am babying the hell out of it. I want to get as much as I can, and I've done stocked up on some jars. Yeah. I'm watching Ghost Prepper all the time, learning the canning thing. I'm going to end up being on one of his shows. When he does that canning thing, I'm going to jump up on there with him and hang out because I want to learn it.
Man.
I ain't playing around, man. A lot of people started prepping during this whole pandemic. Yeah. A lot of people started their prep, but a lot of them will probably, not everybody goes hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we've been prepping for years. At least hard 15 years for me. Yeah. So it's not a fad for me. Right. But some of these people out here that started to do the things during the pandemic, they might fall off and realize that, not realize, but think they realize, okay, we're back to normal, we're good, I don't need to do these things no more. And that's why we're here to say, no, don't fall in that line of people. Keep doing the things, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Seriously. We're not
Make
out
it a
of it yet.
lifestyle. And you don't have to be super hard. Look, you don't have to have a homestead. You don't have to have a tank and military personnel in your house. You don't have you prep how you can prep.
Absolutely.
If you just want to prep food, do something. Do something to get yourself straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Have some kind of backup on whether you got some silver, whether you're collecting some food, you got some extra water. I mean, Backwoods got an excellent video about a water catchment system.
I'm on it.
It rains one time, and he's got like 400 gallons of water. Yep. I mean, check out these prepping channels and watch, if they got a video about water or food or anything, you know, check them out. Mama Bear Prepping,
Yep.
Native Voice. I mean, there's so many channels. You know, of course, I'm gonna name people that I watch all the time and that that I
Yeah.
speak to in the comments all the time. But you know, just Josh, he puts out Faraday cages, solar power. You know, you do all kinds of things that helps this community, man, and that's why I want people to go over to your channel so bad and follow you, because it's not always just what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We actually do some things and show some things. Like, I'm not that good. I feel like a dumbass when I'm trying to teach. Even making that fishing. I've been fishing my whole life. Like, I'm huge into fishing, and I still feel like I'm making mistakes when I'm showing somebody how to build a rig. I don't feel confident about teaching people.
Bro.
That's one of my problems. So I try to just be the fun one in the bunch and try to, you know, go live and here we've been bringing a couple stories that's been going on because, you know, that's a way to help. If we can jump on things real quick and get people aware of something going down, then cool. You know,
Heads up.
I'm probably rambling, man. I'm rambling.
No, you good.
Just follow channels and check out the preppers and try to prep for you. If you're not prepping, start prepping. And if you are just starting prepping, keep prepping.
Yep. Yeah, seriously. And that's why I always say, seriously, I learn more from the fam than anybody else, man. I learn more from you guys than any, you know, I have the basic idea, but seriously, when people are posting comments in the live chats and just in the videos, and I'm like, man, you know what? I never thought about that, but I'm writing it down right now, and I'm gonna look into it seriously.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna have me ready for whatever's to come. I can only do so much wargaming and brainstorming and running, you know, scenarios through my mind. I can only do so much of that because right now, you know, that's all we can really do. But there are so many different pieces to the puzzle that I just haven't thought about. And so when you guys you mention things, I'm like, oh, okay, I really need to go back and revisit this situation. And I appreciate y'all for that. Seriously. As a prep, we're gonna need each other as a prepping community.
Tell me something else that's as big as YouTube and the prepping community and how we unite.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you, I go to prepper channels and I mean, we talk about, you know, people being different and hating and all this, but in this community, we try really hard not to have any of that shit. We don't put up with that shit. Yeah. Like anybody that's new to the prepping community, or you're not a prepper and you just come here to, you know, hang out and learn a couple things. Maybe you just wanted to find out what a Sawyer Mini was or something.
Right.
Berkey. But in this community, man, we're actually united. Yeah. All the channel. I mean, you got a ton of channels that go live all the time, but we don't get mad at each other. We don't get mad if you step on each other's toes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know we got to fit it in where we can fit it in and stuff. Like we're more united than a lot of stuff that's going on out there, and there's a ton of us. There's a ton of us.
Yeah, seriously, really.
We gotta keep that shit going, man. We gotta stay united, man. Fight, like Native always says, man. Fight that culture, man. That culture they're pushing of division and hate and all that bull crap, man.
Seriously. Look, I just started with my hydroponics, right? I just started with my hydroponics, and hey, it's growing awesome. Right, but then goes to the video with his bro. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get on it. He had fish in his hydroponics, tilapia. I was like, nah, you can't be serious. Are you serious? This is possible, right? And so then I'm like, okay, so I'm seeing an aspect of hydroponics that I've never even thought of. And then today, Appalachian Prepper, she was like, yeah, y'all. She was like sweet and sour, the pH levels, right? Of soil or water. You got to measure it out. And I'm like, pH levels, every time I do it, I get it upside down. Which one is acidic? Which one is neutral? And she was like sweet and sour. I was like, I got it. That's all I needed to hear. I got it. I'm good. Appreciate you. Sweet and sour. I can work with that. So it's just things like that, man. You know what I mean?
It's so great, man, because you can be sitting there watching Ghost. Let's just use Ghost Prepper. You're sitting there watching a video of Ghost Prepper, and he's teaching you all kinds of stuff. You know, you're sitting there listening, and sometimes he's teaching you when you don't even know he's teaching you. He's just talking, he's explaining things, he's going into it, he's sharing his experiences, and then there'll be 10 people in the chat talking about their experiences. Yeah, it's like reading 10 books about what you're. could do for yourself. There's so much knowledge, there's so much great stuff to
Yeah.
take in and spun. And it's not like, yeah, we do the doomsday thing a little bit. You know,
Right.
we prepper and a lot of prepper channels do. We want to say what's going on because
Right.
preppers, that's what we keep up with. But at the same time, we also come out with some good stuff that'll teach you a lot of great things. And there's a lot
Absolutely.
of great people that don't even have channels that's in the chat, just telling you what's going on, what their experiences are, what they've done, what mistakes they've made. Like
Yeah.
I was watching earlier, I was watching Papa Prepper. He had Green Thumb Prepper on there. And Green
Really?
Thumb Prepper is like the master gardener. You know what I'm saying? Just a beast at gardening. And he even had some mistakes, but he's man enough to get on there on camera and let us know that even the best can have problems happen.
Problems.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's the great stuff because, you know, people are always scared to make a mistake. No, you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah. Work it out
But
now.
we're here to help. And y'all are here to help me too. Like we're all helping each other, man. It's a great thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know. So hey, y'all, hey, just keeping an eye out on the whole Ronald Greene thing because they're pumping it seriously, and if it does do what mainstream media wants it to do, just be looking for more agitation in the streets, more protest, looting, burning, rioting.
Do you think do you think they're going to keep running with this, or because the police is not with us anymore? Do you think that it'll fade away?
Oh man, come on! They don't have a fall guy. You know what I mean? So okay. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. This is just a rabbit hole, right? But look, so when our previous administration was in office, everybody was raging. Everybody was raging against the previous administration, the leader of the previous administration. Everybody was raging against that. They're like, "Oh man, come on," you know. And so when we get this new guy in office, everything's supposed to be good. There isn't supposed to be any more, you know. Everything's taken care of at this point. So who you gonna be mad at? You've made your decision. Supposedly, you've made your decision at the ballot. So now what? And as soon as that happened, it was the exact same thing. Everybody's raging against, you know, the new guy. Yeah. We don't have a fall guy in this one. But see, so now what?
But that could be bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Because instead of when you don't have something to point the finger at,
it
might fall back on us, and we start pointing the finger at each other and start hating each other even more. You know
That's
what I mean?
what I'm saying. Seriously. So, and this is new. So this is the first time that we don't have a fall guy. George Floyd, everybody could point at that one person and say, yeah, he was the bad guy. The whole world was like, yeah, he's, you know, that guy right there. We don't have that situation. So I think it's a step up. You know what I mean? They're stepping up their game. There's no fall guy.
And like I always say, I wonder what's next. What is? It's every other day, man. It's something new. They're gonna push this Ronald Brown thing, and then boom, they're gonna have another video of something that went down in the streets, and it's gonna add to the, and then boom, they must be trying to push something if they're making the whole damn show about it.
They have to. Yeah, look. For me, in my mind, this is just the way I see things. Y'all know I'm crazy. Your boy just Josh. It's like they have like set appointed people to like each like level of division. Racism. Get it. Get out there and give me that division. The socioeconomic system, the rich and the poor. We need more division. Get it. The rich aren't paying their taxes. The poor paying too much taxes. Get it. The rich aren't working. The poor is working their butt off. Get it.
What? They don't have masks on? Get it.
Get it. Exactly. And they got a whole team of people that's just sitting there just pumping it. And once one starts slipping, if you don't get on it, you're fired.
Yeah.
Give me something good on police brutality with black people. Right. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
And
that's so what they do.
It got quiet for a second. After that, the Chauvin trial, everything, you know, we had two other little incidents, but it was kind of tapering off.
Yeah,
I think this one is going to be the one to kick that whole thing back up.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy if a day or two from now and everything, all hell's breaking loose.
Let me see.
Anybody
Let me
that's
see. Let me
living in
see. Yep.
cities,
There it is.
have they said? Are they still on it? They're still
Man,
showing
there
it on
it
it.
is. They've been pumping it. And I go through
That's
all
what,
the
3 hours.
mainstream
We've been on
channels.
for an hour and a half. It was on for an hour before. So for the past 3 hours, this is all they're showing on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
all
we
the
go.
channels.
If you live in the cities, I'm telling you, you might want to watch your back. You might want to get yourself straight. Go ahead and get yourself prepared because there might be some shit going down.
Louisiana.
That's where it happened.
Yeah, Louisiana. Yeah, man. So hey, you know, I don't know, PT. Transitional period. Nothing surprises me. I'm prepared for everything.
Times.
Look, if they told me I couldn't go out to the grocery store for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, everybody else in the house would freak out, but I'd be like, yeah, I saw it coming. I'm good. We're good. Don't worry, y'all. We straight.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I'm at right now because it's a transitional period. I don't trust it, PT. Yeah. Lock the doors for 90 days. Your boy Just Josh is good. Seriously. And I need for y'all other preppers to be like that.
And I don't know who all's in the chat, man. I don't know how we probably, you know, I try to keep it around 2 hours, no longer than 2 hours. I don't know how long you want to. I mean, it's whatever. We just wanted to get all this stuff out there. But if there's a couple people in the chat, I don't want to add 10 people to the panel. It's just too mayhem. It's the middle of the week. We do that kind of stuff on you know, the weekend or something, or something that's planned. But if there's somebody out there that wants to, you know, put their 2 cents in this, or they, you know, got something to say, we got to be careful though, because I can't have somebody jump on and start talking about the Jabberwocky. We can't talk about certain things or they'll shut down the channel. So if you're new and you're not used to being on a panel or something, you just got to be careful about what you talk about, because we don't want to have our channel shut down. Or the only thing y'all gonna have to watch is CNN and MSNBC and Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like y'all gotta help protect us when we do things like that. But if anybody wants to jump on, we can throw the link in there and y'all can hop on. You know, I'll add maybe 2 at a time or something if a couple people want to jump on, and then if, you know, somebody else wants to jump on, I can, you know, give somebody some time, take them off, bring another person on real quick. We got about 30 minutes until the 2 hour mark. You wanna do that, Josh? I don't know. Yeah, maybe nobody wants to jump on, but you want to throw that link? Want to throw that link in the chat? Maybe somebody wants to come on and say their piece.
Where's Appalachian?
Everybody should have a voice, man. Maybe somebody knows something about stuff that we don't. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something else going on that we ain't even seen yet. This is what it's all about. We got to get that information out there, man.
PT, you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing that I've learned, man. Just from being observant and just everybody has a specialty, brother. Everybody, y'all may not even know that you have that specialty, but everybody has a specialty. And when you come out and you find out what it is and you start talking about it, seriously, it's gonna help everybody. Everybody has a
And I tell you what, there's been plenty of people that have jumped on my shows. You know, I always did them Friday nights at 10, man. I had a bunch of people jump on. They didn't even have channels. And then next thing you know, 2 months down the road, they got a channel. They're helping people. They're doing the damn thing. Yeah. You know, I'm not selfish. You know what I'm saying? I don't want YouTube all to myself. I want all of us out there talking. The more we're talking, the more we're fighting the culture. You know what I'm saying? Just like you know, I give props to Native for that.
Absolutely.
Ghost, what's going on?
Ghost.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's up?
Ghost,
man, I heard y'all talking about the garden thing. I wanted to share something. My video just popped, I don't know, probably about an hour ago on the update. I did I did my first premiere. It was pretty cool. But, you know, last week I canned all that chicken in the chicken broth, the bone broth. Well, I just took the whole pack of celery and cut, you know, about that much off the bottom, you know, where the roots used to grow. Yeah. And I laid it on the counter, and I did my onions the same way, saved the root part, and I was going to plant them. Well, I forgot about them sitting on the counter in the kitchen by the sink. For 3 days, they sat there, and I was like, oh, crap. The day before yesterday, I said, man, let me go ahead and put these things in some dirt and see what happens. So I put them in the dirt. And I went out there today while doing my finger, and I was showing the celery that I stewed in the dirt and the onions. What? I picked it up and he's already started stalking celery.
Wow, that's awesome.
After about just 3 days, just throwing in dirt, put a little bit of water. Celery.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Appellation.
Cool.
Howdy.
What's up?
Hello,
Not
hello.
much. Y'all were talking about the C19 strain over in India. Well, it is moving. It is in the UK now. They're recording spiked cases. Now, we know it's already here. So I've been tracking this.
Okay.
My Monday morning lives, I kind of update every Monday morning about what's going on. And I think I had
throw
the black.
the links in the chat. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
throw the
sir.
links in the chat to everybody because she does updates every. Would you say every Monday morning?
Yeah, Monday morning madness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, I had the fungus on there, the black fungus, either this week or last week. I don't remember. Just mentioned it, because we have to stay ahead of this. Or that's how I feel as part of prepping. Because a day or two can mean the difference in having what you need, not having what you need, if you see it coming.
Yep.
See, back in, I want to say October, November of 2019, I told Big Daddy, that's my husband, I said masks, gloves, sanitizer. I seen it in China and I seen it start globetrotting.
Okay.
And it moved across the globe. And I said, go get it. And he did. So when it time, and we thought it was going to be worse than it was. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't bad.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yep.
Yeah, because we didn't know. I thought, my God, what the.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. And so this India thing has started moving.
Okay.
And the cases are spiking. And the black fungus causes blindness. Now, I haven't seen some of the pictures you're talking about, Josh. I didn't realize that it affected the brain.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I read about it and I reported on it, and then I kind of moved on, and hadn't seen anything in the last week and a half or whatever it's been.
Yeah.
But I think, like you made mention, you're about 2 weeks behind. So if it's in the UK, we got 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, because I'm not sure how the incubation period is on this new strain. The B1617 is the actual strain, the triple mutant.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, I was like, okay, yeah, because we'd all been following that whole 2-week deal. But you might be right; it might be a little bit longer. So when you said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm with it. I see it. Okay,
Maybe, I don't know, because there's something different going on this time than the first time.
Yeah. What do you think?
Time
What do you? Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole, Appellation. Let's go down the rabbit. There it is. So what do you think? You
I don't know what to think yet. I don't have enough information to form a intelligent thoughts about it, to be honest.
I got a little idea that it made me think of it when you said that, face black fungus. Because some of this stuff was clotting blood.
Yep.
So it makes me think that maybe it's and that's why it's
yeah, makes
doing
sense.
what it's doing.
Well, now the first strain threw off blood clots, didn't it? Or was that the free bleed? There's the blood clots in some people. Yeah, they were having aneurysm.
Yeah.
And then the vaccine.
Whoa.
I'm so bad at this.
I gotta catch it.
No, I appreciate it, because I'm terrible at playing their games.
Let's not even get into the Jabberwocky. Let's leave that, because I think we all know the crazy stuff that has been out about that.
Right.
So those things have caused opposite reactions in some.
Yeah.
Some. So.
Right. No, you're good.
There's something to that. There's something to that, though.
I think they turned the dial up on it. Yeah, I think they turned the dial up on it. They're like, okay, all right.
You seen where I showed the I don't have my notes here in front of me, but the atomic scientist wrote a report that they have now proven and debunked. And I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to say nothing and disrespect Mr. Tribe there.
Just don't even say the word. Just like skip over it and keep going. We know what you're saying.
Yeah,
you do?
we'll know what you're saying.
Okay.
I
Let
know.
me see though. I lost my train of thought. Oh,
Atomic.
the atomic scientists come out and they have debunked
Yeah.
that it was a natural occurrence. It had to be.
Yeah. Right.
And we've been saying that for over a year now. I know I have. There's
Well,
no
yeah.
way that it was natural.
Yeah.
You don't see a kid coming out of the cookie jar with chocolate all over its face and say, "It wasn't me."
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same concept.
Yep.
You can't have that happen where it did and come where it did and it not come from where we all know it come from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Ghost, you look like you're like, man, I wanted to talk about plants. I didn't want to talk about this.
I'm in the bottom of the hole looking up.
Oh no, Ghost, you have all the answers.
Poor guy.
I just jump in and wait my turn. I'm down in the bottom. I'm like,
You have all the answers, Ghost.
nah. I mean,
so what you got going on?
it's called coincidence, I guess is what people call it. Because if you go back about 18 months, just shy of 2 years ago, there was a really good show on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And it was called Pandemic. And it dealt with this very exact same thing. And it was called the very exact same thing. And there were doctors out in caves over there looking for bats to try to find the newest strain of the thing.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, it wasn't on Netflix anymore.
They pulled it.
Oh, it just got gone. And this was like I watched it in like January, and then it was just gone. But like the thing is, all right, now that the atomic scientist or whatever has debunked it, which we already knew it was going to have to be, a lot of people don't take into effect the thing. Stand back and look at the big picture. It's acting different in different regions and different concepts and at different times of the year in the world. And it's acting different with different kinds of cultures and different people, depending on the different antibodies that are naturally occurring in your gut and on your skin. That's why you don't use hand sanitizer. That is just absolutely nuts, man. And water is all you need. Hand sanitizer is robbing your body of its natural defenses. But now you take this one thing, you put it in one person. That one person, you can predict the outcome. You can make things that make that thing kind of like go away and not spread.
Yeah.
But take that one thing, and all of a sudden you go, oh, it's in all these different cultures, all these different diets, all these different, different inside. Now you got this thing in 50 different positions all over the place.
Right.
So what it does to me, it's going to be different inside you. When I pass it on, it's going to be passed on differently. So it's going to constantly evolve and change.
Yeah.
They're doing this left hand following right, backwards looking stuff. They're never going to catch it. They're just never going to catch up to it. They can't. No way. Absolutely no way. So any kind of
I'm having a really, really hard time hearing you and understanding you at all. Like
I'm sorry. They're not going to be able to contain it because they can't control the change. You have to stop the change. You have to slow the change down, and then you got to attack each individual variant. You know what I'm saying? And to think, oh yeah, we got this thing. You know, we can introduce into your system. It's gonna just stop it all. No, it ain't. That's just
Yeah.
Don't you feel like though that it is somehow targeting something within certain people?
Yeah.
Because one can get it. It's the individual reaction. Because you would think if you had 100,000 people, they get the same thing, it would look the same. Just like if it was a cold or flu, it all looks the same in everybody. Some people take it a little bit harder, but I mean this degree of hardness it's taken either extremely mild or the cemetery, you see what? There's too big of a. I don't know how
I get
to
what you're
explain
saying.
it.
We get what
Yeah.
you're saying though.
Okay, there's too big of a gap between how people react to it
Right.
for it to, in my opinion, yes, you should expect to see the certain population take it harder. But that's not always the case because I know some really healthy people that have ended up in the cemetery.
Yeah.
So that theory doesn't hold up. Does that make sense? It's like
Yes,
it
it
is
does.
somehow targeted to what I don't know. I ain't put my finger on it.
Gotcha.
That
Hey,
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't. I think when man messes with something, it's like some of the movies you watch. We see what happens in the movies, and I know we can't say, oh, it's like the movies. Of course, it's just movies or movies, and they exaggerate stuff and stuff. But in real life, when you go and mess with something natural and play around with it's not going to be the same ever again. It's not going to go by the same laws of life that it went by when it was just natural and
Right.
made this transformation or changed to do this. Or when you change it and do something or add something to it or take
Yeah.
something away, you completely make it mayhem, hectic craziness. I think this thing is so completely out of control, and they'll never tell us that. It would scare everybody to death, and you know what I mean?
yeah. I think it's
But
controlled,
it's
man.
obvious. It's right in front of our face. We see it every day. There's a different story about it every time you hear about it. It's something different. Like that is mayhem. That is craziness.
Yeah.
See, to me, that feels psych-op-ish.
Exactly.
That's what I keep saying. It's just one big happy psych-op.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. PT.
Yeah.
PT. Hey, Appalachian. So, all right. So the latest and greatest. Look, I'm telling you, tomorrow. This is gonna be the talk of the town tomorrow. We're gonna put you in a rabbit hole, Appalachian. Sorry.
I love rabbit
All
holes.
right. So Ghost YouTube, brother. So it's gonna be the talk of the town. Now look, we've seen. I know it's a fine line. We've seen all the police videos. Ronald Greene. That's what really got this all fired up. Mainstream media. This is the latest and greatest Ronald Greene.
It's been
So,
going on for
Appalachian
3
Prepper.
hours straight on the news.
Yeah, it's
I watched
still up.
watch
So, what do you think as a prepper?
it.
What's your as a prepper? What's your take on it?
I'll take every single bit of money I got in savings and everywhere else and put it on this right here. Number one, click over to see and look at it. It's all propaganda, man.
Yeah.
What happened is wrong on so many levels. That was some tearful stuff. My issue with it is there was 6 different camera angles, 47 minutes of action, and they aired 2 30-second, 1 minute clip of this thing, just the tear jerking part. And
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
aired stuff to get people angry and riled up. We don't know. I might have jumped out of that car with a baseball bat and just tore off in one of them's ass.
It goes. Do you got something on your computer? Do you got YouTube on or anything? Because you definitely got 2 voices coming, and you're muffled. Just saying. Just I know you've been working on your mic and stuff, so I might as well let you know while I can. I don't mean to cut you off in the middle of a point and stuff, but there's an echo and you're muffled.
Is it just when I?
Yeah. Well, no, I can hear myself too. I think.
Cell
Well,
phone.
I did live for an hour and a half earlier and it was fine. I thought.
When he came,
Can you drop off and come back in? Cause I seen that help Dangerous last night when he was live.
Appalachian.
Yeah, so I don't watch mainstream media, and I'm behind the 8 ball on this.
I hear you.
What has happened?
Okay, all right. So it's another one of those George Floyd deals, right? This is
Yeah,
the
I
latest
get
and
that.
yeah, it's the latest and greatest. But pretty much what I'm asking is just us in the prepping community, right? Do you feel like they try to pull on our heartstrings? Do you feel
Oh
like
my
that?
God, they always play on the emotion,
Yeah.
always,
Gotcha.
and forever end, and we have to be on guard about that. Right now you've got to get certain things
Yes.
to protect your Greene.
Right. Yes.
You got to wear certain things to protect your granny. Oh my God, my granny. You know, everybody's emotions. Yes, they play on our emotions. And I think that we need to be more mindful of that and not fall victim to it every time.
Gotcha. That's it.
So they've been doing that for 50 years, or well, probably since they had TV.
Yeah. This happened in 2019. You know what I mean? 2019.
And what you got to ask yourself is why now? Why are they coming out and pushing it so hard right now? What is up with that? Why? I mean, why do you have to tell everybody? There's only one reason why you come out and pump it for 3-4 hours on the TV and you're going to have it all over the news tomorrow. There's only one. Why else would you do that? Like, this has been taken care of for 2 years. The person that is to fault is dead. Yep. And I'm not talking about Ronald Greene. You know, I'm talking about the police that was involved. Like, he's gone. He's not even around no more. Why are you throwing this all over the screen? You were right, Josh. It's going to blow up. It's going to be all over every news station.
Do you think that it will trigger some? Yes. I apologize, Mr. Goat. Who did I interrupt? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That's all we do.
Do you think that it will trigger some unrest?
Yes.
That's the whole point. Summer's here. People are going to get out more. Because we know they wasn't going to do it when it's 20 degrees. I mean, ain't nobody going to get out and act a fool like that in the street. When you was going to ramp up, well, here it's broke 80 degrees most places or whatever. Let's throw dynamite out there.
Is it better?
Appalachian.
Yes,
Appalachian. The video that they showed, the video that they showed is, look, it caught my attention and it broke my heart. But like Go said, we don't have the full video. They've picked select portions of the video. The guy is laying on the ground, handcuffed, hands behind his back, behind the police car, and he's bleeding from the mouth. The cop comes over and steps on him. You know, it's heartstrings.
I mean, that's
I get it. And I understand. Go ahead, sir.
I'm saying that's like looking at the last 15 seconds
exactly
of Rocky when he was fighting Apollo, or when he was fighting Mr. T, and going, man, look at how that white dude's beating up that poor black guy that's bleeding and crying.
Yeah.
It don't show you Mr. T tearing off and whooping his ass for the whole hour before that. You can't hit me in and then try to write the narrative.
It's the narrative. Hey, look, we know that there are bad apples in every barrel. We know that. We know that things happen that probably shouldn't happen. But it's just seriously, like, it seems like mainstream media is picking and choosing these particular incidents. You know what I mean?
And Tribe said it best. You know, that guy is dead. He can't speak for himself. That works to the narrative, because that goes back to that systemic thing they're pushing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they can legit. They uncovered a cover up of this that ran through the entire police department.
Yeah.
In where? Not in Pennsylvania or Washington State or New York. In the deep South, in Alabama. They're going to get on board and they're going to ride it all the way to the finish line. It's this systemic that. It's the entire organization. It's rotten from the core. All the cops that were there should have done something, and you can't argue that fact. You can't. If that's the only pictures they show you, you can't argue.
You can't. Everything's laid out. That flew. Yeah, everything's laid out. It's already been proven. We don't have to wait. We don't even have to wait for anything to be proven. It's already been proven. Okay. Yeah, good point.
It goes to the system, and they're right. It's not systemic, that word. What it is just a bunch of good old boys, where they're going to portray it, taking care of each other, just like you see on TV, these movies. He's in the club. He's going to take care of him, and that's going to show. That's the craft foundation.
Yeah.
Everything holds it up. Now you can say it's just that one guy. Now it's a conspiracy.
Yeah. It's too good to be true.
I think if you sit up on the mic, sorry, Josh. I think if you sit up on the mic, you sound a lot better. It's when you sit back, it starts.
It may be the room. You know, I do the audio engineering. It may be the room, the echo, maybe the echo in the room or something like that.
It's probably the fan I got going too.
Yeah.
That can do it.
It happens.
That better?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, it's man, it's gonna get ugly. Now they're gonna, and here's the thing, the timing is perfect. They're doing this for a reason, because the uproar died down from the last time in court because of they do it. They'll ride one for 5 to 6 months. They'll either be a verdict, they won't, shit will burn, or it won't, and they'll light it. And see that we're not waiting on something to trigger this. This was the trigger. This is the trigger. You know what I'm saying? This was the trigger. First shot's been fired. Now everybody's gonna get out. People, if you're at a bar right now and you're a minority in the bar and people start talking and start drinking, somebody's gonna tear off and go after somebody else. It's this racial division that they're pushing. It's the narrative.
But this is happening on all fronts. You've got the Jews and the Muslims, and now you've got this. They're racking back up, and then you've got the those that do and those that don't. Whether it be this or the unemployed and the employed. I mean, it's just they just keep level up, like we're in a video game. Level up.
Yep. You keep everybody distracted, and you cause division in a population. It is so much easier to take over that population.
Yep. Absolutely.
Exactly.
What's up, Bullfrog?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Bullfrog?
I know Bullfrog wanted to jump in and ask a question real quick, or not real quick, but he wanted to jump in. I know I said I'm only adding 2 people, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
It's all love.
I won't stay too long. I'm not gonna stay too long. I was just gonna ask, what do you think their agenda is with the race thing? I'm here in the South, and I don't see it like they have it. It's kind of backwards, isn't it? I'm like, I've seen it here in the South. Everybody's united, and then up north in the Democratic states is separation. That's kind of backwards from from what we've all been taught. And people in the South, they don't like black folks, or people in the, what I'm saying. I've never. This is all. It's ass backwards. And I've got buddies at work. I asked a buddy at work one time. I was like, "Man, you consider yourself an African American or a Black American?" And he said, "I consider myself an American. I don't, we're united, man. We don't do that. I don't understand what is the agenda that we keep talking about their agenda, but what is it? I mean, they want it to bust off. They want us to fight each other. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
If you're worried about
that pisses me off, man.
If you're worried about arguing,
I think it's Appalachian. I just muted you for a second, and it seemed to go away on my mic. I'm not trying to cut up the conversation, but I don't know why. But well, we can roll with it. I'll just
Backwoods.
What's up?
There it is. What's up, brother?
I'm gonna try it one more time, Appalachian. Don't. I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. I'm just trying to find the echo.
Yep.
Could y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all got to talk in order for me to find it, though.
What's up? What's up? 212, drop the mic, homeboy.
No, I was asking what y'all thought the agenda was. Like, what is their long-term goal for that? You know what I'm saying?
Division and confusion to the maximum.
What's going on right now in 4 separate states? They're recounting stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the best way to get focus off of that? Start having people start tear off and whooping each other's butts in the street for no apparent reason. Have neighbor fight neighbor and have complete racial discord, start setting stuff on fire. Then nobody's gonna pay attention. Actually, what the stuff that probably gets set on fire is where they're probably counting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You have to watch that. You'll have to watch that, because if that happens, like you just said, then it's plain as day. I mean,
where are they counting? They're counting in Georgia. They're counting in Arizona. They're counting. I mean,
Pennsylvania.
And where's this issue? In Alabama.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
this happened
Louisiana.
last time.
Louisiana.
Down south.
anytime anybody gets a whiff of racial stuff, Atlanta's the first city that wants to jump on the bandwagon and start tearing off and breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Atlanta is where where a lot of it's going down right now.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they planned it out well.
Yeah.
And the bad part is, I mean, by doing these things, all you do is create by burning. So if a bunch of white people get together and burn shit down from black people, and if a bunch of black people get together and burn shit down from white people, all they do is make more racist people.
That's it.
It's like a double-edged sword. It makes me so mad, dude. Not saying, I mean, I know a lot of black folks have burned a bunch of black folks, people's places, and they were pissed. They showed it on YouTube, and then they blocked them.
Yeah.
You know, and then it goes both ways, but they're actually causing, they're trying to say it's because of division, and they're causing more division. That's what makes me mad.
Exactly.
That's sad, dude.
And I also think that there's certain individuals put in place to stir it up even more than what it would be if it was just regular folks out there just protesting and stuff. It would just be okay. But then they put these people. Y'all know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Pallet of bricks on the corner.
Can't hear you, Ghost.
How that construction company accidentally lost a pallet of bricks off their truck on the right corner.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're giving away baseball bats. You know,
and then they show some dude completely covered. Now this is back in the Minnesota, and he's running around busting out glasses and doing all by himself. White dude.
Yep.
And then and they don't. It's all set up, man. It's made for media. Media goes in there and sets it all up.
Yeah. It's like that magazine in the grocery store when we were growing up called the National Enquirer. It's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm like, don't believe none of that. I try to tell my parents, they're retired, they sit at home and watch TV. I'm like, turn the TV off. You're gonna lose your mind. Turn it off. You know.
And you know, I'm not trying to put this as a black or white or nothing like that. But hear me out on this. I watched the shit that was going on last year. In Portland and all these places where it was every single night attacking the police stations, attacking the police. It wasn't black folks. It was young white folks out there. Just tons of them. And there was like one or two black folks involved, but yet a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people, you know, they hear a riot or something like that. They're like, "Oh, the black folks going crazy again because of this."
That's what they want.
It wasn't even the black folks that went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about that, Tribe. I mean, brother, in all honesty, man, you know, why don't all them white kids turn their attention to the streets of Chicago, man, where a lot of black babies, a lot of black young people are getting gunned down daily. Yeah. You know why they won't turn their attention there? Because Chicago would wipe their ass out. Them gangsters up there in Chicago would take they would mop the floor with them, man. And it goes to show that the agenda is not about Black Lives Matter. It's about anarchy and chaos. That's what it's about.
Yep.
And they're using these A dudes. They're using That's what pisses me off, man.
They're modern day brown shirts. If you go back, Nazi Germany, they're modern day brown shirts.
Yep. It is.
The way I
watched
see
the documentary.
Oh, did you?
You're right. You're on it.
You know, well, real quick, here's the thing about it is that, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter movement thing to start out with, just let's just go back to the very, very start before all this crap happened. They had a movement that could have been a changing of the good movement in this whole country. Who wouldn't have stood behind that? I mean, seriously.
I hear you.
I stood behind it at first. I was like, yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, people need to, dude, you know, the police, man, they rough folks up, man, all the time. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I was behind it at first, right
Yeah.
at the very start. I was like, hell yeah, man, let's do this. And then all of a sudden they go out there, and when I see this 70-something-year-old black lady up there
Yep.
who had a business, she, it was a restaurant, a little old, one of them mom and pop restaurants,
Right.
obviously makes awesome food because she had been in business for years and years. Man, they went in and destroyed and burnt her stuff to the ground, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Burn
Yeah.
it to the ground, dude. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, what is all this?
Yeah.
And it didn't take long to turn against it. It's like, no, I can't support that.
Right.
No. That's what cowards do, man. If I had a problem with backwoods or patriot, or tribe, I'd go straight to them. I wouldn't blow them up on the internet. I'd call you out in person.
Yeah.
That's the thing these people do now. I don't believe in. You don't mess with somebody's property. They work their whole life for it and do all. When any white, these little spoiled ass white people and damn, all those people started burning shit down. No, somebody needs to fix that problem.
But
You need to get in there and stop it.
Yeah, seriously. But that is part of the agenda. That's what they need. So like what you just said, like people's property, they've worked hard for that. You know what I mean? That's their property.
Yep.
That's the agenda. You know what I mean? They know what pulls on our heartstrings, and that's what they're attacking.
Right.
And the youth,
it's gonna pop off. Yep.
I believe it. Seriously. It is.
I do too. It's gonna pop off. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna pop off. It probably won't be that long, but I hate to say it. I'm almost ready. I'm tired of watching and keep anticipating it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's coming. It's inevitable. Honestly, I think.
Tribe
It's like
made
every- yeah,
a good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tribe
It's like
made a
every-
good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Ablation. You're good.
Tribe made a good point
Go ahead.
earlier about people being stressed. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you add this in and you add this in, and you've got the good old boys, 6-pack Joe sitting on the couch. Eventually, he's going to get mad and he's going to get up. Eventually, they're going to keep putting pressure and pressure on everybody from every angle. This ain't one thing. This is multiple things from multiple angles.
Yeah.
And one day, everybody's going to blow the up.
Somebody
We are going to have all we're going to have.
Yeah, somebody else just said the same thing. No matter what group it is, no matter which group of people, they can only take so much until.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
As a nation, we are locked and loaded. We're loaded. One spark. I mean, it's just gonna, and they just keep leveling up, adding pressure.
They're not gonna let
That's
us
just like
settle
we were
down.
talking
They got
about.
us. They got us by the. I don't know what is it called. They got us by the shoehorns or something. They got us. They got us. To that point that's so bad. Now they're not going to let up. Let's keep them. Let's keep them scared. Let's keep them hating. Let's keep them mad. Let's keep them fighting. Let's keep them divided. Let's keep them confused. They're not letting up.
You want to see chaos? Wait till all this extra funding is stopped, which they're in the process of doing. And people, like Tribe said, can't afford to go work. I mean, do what you got to do, but you can't afford to take care of your family on $8, $9, $10, $12, $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So they take away the extra. People start losing. They can't feed their family. They can't pay their electric bill. They can't keep their house. People are going to go ape.
Yeah.
Shit,
Seriously.
if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Can I address something real fast in the chat, Julie? I've never stopped being Patriot 3%. I've never stopped being a patriot. I will never quit being that. I just, I'm still backwoods and prepping on my YouTube channel, all that stuff. But I did get a text message today, and I'm getting op orders on Tuesday for something that is coming up this next weekend. And yes, there are some things that are fixing to go down, and I am being called up.
It's probably what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I hope not.
And,
Yeah, Serbian Prepper, I just wanted to let you know that we made it private, but it's back up. We did put that video back up. So
Yes, funny as hell.
only way I'm gonna make something private is if it'll get me in trouble on my channel. You know what I mean? So don't think that I'm making videos private for any other reason. If it'll get me in trouble on YouTube, I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. So that would be the only reason I would take something out.
Legit.
But we are at the 2 hour mark, y'all. So I mean we could always start up another one or something, but I want to keep the videos at 2 hours. I just don't want to run longer than that. They, you know, this kind of stuff, I want people to click on it so they can know what's going on. You know, if it's a 4 hour video, people are not going to click on it. But if it's 2 hours, they might click on it. They might realize some stuff's going to go down. They might go prep and get their stuff together and realize that when they go to the store tomorrow in the big cities, there might be something going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is going to be something. I think it's going to be something because the video that's been put out, like the way they framed all this, seriously, it's just as bad as the George Floyd deal. It really is. But it's just now coming out, like within the last hour or two, it's just now coming out. So tomorrow we'll see what happens. But hey, bam, peeps, y'all better remember who brought it to you first. Us. Appalachian Ghost PT. Patriot, Backwoods, Bullfrog.
Yeah, make sure you check out all these channels. Nisi's been dropping the links. Make sure if somebody new, check out Ghost Prepper, Appalachian, Bullfrog, Patriot. Well, Backwoods and Prepping.
yeah, it's still
Make sure
back.
you check out Just Josh. Check out everybody's channel, man. We come at you with some good stuff. Everybody has something different. What's up, Ghost?
I was just gonna say, if anybody these watch hours, go ahead and go live, and everybody in the chat can just switch over there and try to get you to them hours. You know what I'm saying, if somebody wants to live now,
I would love to do that, but I got to go night.
Better believe it.
It's past
Better
my
believe
bedtime.
Better believe it.
I was in there. Me and my wife was catching up on some of the TV shows we like to watch, just hanging out and chilling. And I kept hearing this funny thing, man. And I was like, kept hearing, Prepper Tribe, Prepper Tribe. Prepper Tribe. And I was like, I looked at my wife and I was like, do you hear that? She goes, no, I don't hear nothing. And I was like, man, I keep hearing this weird Prepper Tribe, Prepper Tribe. And she was like, you watch too much YouTube.
Oh, they ain't playing.
I get it too. Yeah. But let me just say this to all y'all that are watching. Look, seriously, I'm sure we all appreciate all of you guys. Seriously. And like I always say, I learn more from all of y'all, the fam. This right here, the fam, subs, y'all that are out there, the comments. I learn more from all of y'all than anybody else. So please keep the comments coming, keep the ideas and information flowing. We're in a transitional period and we all are gonna need each other. Seriously.
Yeah, most definitely. And I appreciate all of y'all showing up to hang out with us, listening to us. Sometimes we go a little deep down those rabbit holes. I know sometimes we're doing this I don't know, late breaking news stuff, and you know, it ain't always gonna be like that. Like we're just trying to bring when something pops off like this, I think it's better that everybody knows about it before.
Yeah.
So you can hear points of views about it, so you don't just hear what the media says and then feed off that. Like, you know, think about things. Don't just fall for what the media is telling you.
Exactly.
Realize what they're trying to do.
Manipulate.
Whatever y'all are talking about, because I missed it all, honestly, that must have been what I'm getting op orders for, because they said something has happened. It basically is what the text message said, and said something has happened. You've got to be on the ready to go.
Telling you.
Well, if you gotta go, stay safe, man, and keep us updated so we know you all right. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Please,
I got you, brother.
All right, we gonna end this. And I don't know. Everybody, stay on for a second. Jump backstage with me real quick, just for a minute. We might even start one back up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If y'all still want to hang out, you know, keep a lookout. We might throw another one back up. I don't know. I just want to end this one so people can see it and see what's going on. But We'll catch y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. It may be in a minute. It may be tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I'm not sure yet. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thanks everybody who jumped up on the panel with me. Love all y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.
I can't play the beat. The beat won't work. My beat
What?
won't work. Here you go.
Boom. Boom.